Welcome back to Silicon Scoop. With me, as always, is my co-host John Irwin, and today we've got a number of topics to talk about. And kicking it off is another terms of service rhetoric that we need to take a look at. When you upload your creative content to Capcut, you might think you're just using a free video editing tool, but hidden within the Capcut terms of service are clauses that could significantly impact your rights as a creator. Understanding these terms isn't just about legal jargon. It's about protecting your creative work, your privacy, and your financial interests. Capcut terms of service contain provisions about the content ownership that might surprise you. These agreements also raise various serious concerns about privacy concerns that every user should know about. What's going on here, John?
Yeah. Like you would think that these companies would learn from the mess ups of other big companies like Adobe and whatnot. And I think, did Adobe change their EULA or their terms of service? I can't remember, but
I don't think so.
okay. Maybe they don't need to learn. But anyways, this is nuts. So Capcut's new terms, they require users to grant them an unconditional, irrevocable, royal-free worldwide license to use, alter, and distribute any content uploaded to its platform. So this license is perpetual, which means it lasts forever. So this is the crazy thing, even if you delete your account or stop using the service, they will still use everything. They'll keep it all, they'll archive it. Capcut can use your videos, your images, your audio, even your likeness for any purpose, including advertising or training AI models without compensating you or seeking further permission. Sounds like you've heard this before, right, Craig?
Yeah, this sounds exactly like what Adobe was doing and many of the other people we've talked about in the past. And it's crazy that this keeps happening. You know, when they want to hold you accountable for all sorts of stuff, but then they want to go do whatever they want with your data, with what have you. We're starting to see a lot of pushback in that area, not just from consumers, but from companies. So we'll have to see what happens. I don't know if you've been following. Universal has joined Walt Disney in suing Midjourney.
Yes. Yeah. There's a bunch of them suing Midjourney.
Yeah. And so there's a couple of reasons why they're doing that, I think. One is it's the low hanging fruit. They're doing that because Midjourney is worth only a couple $100 million, or they only have that kind of money, and they don't have the legal defense that someone like Grok does, and Grok allows everything.
Yeah.
So it'll be a potentially easier one because they won't be able to mount the same defense, and that sets a precedent so they can go after other people. So
So speaking of the legal ramifications, did you see what is so messed up in their terms of service?
The Capcuts?
Yeah.
No, keep going.
If a third party sues Capcut because of your content, even if the claim is unfounded, you are responsible for covering their legal costs.
Yeah, that's why, it's just crazy. Like there you go. You cover Capcut's legal expenses.
Yeah.
So they get to do whatever they want with all your stuff. And if they get in trouble for using your stuff, you have to pay all their legal fees.
Yeah. Yes. And any feedback or suggestions you provide become their property forever, which, okay, makes sense. But they can use your ideas for new features or improvements without crediting or compensating you in any way.
Well, some of this is probably natural protection, right? Like, as a developer, you collect all your comments, the feedbacks, you go into Reddit, you take a look. You say, okay, what's everyone complaining about? What do we really need to fix? What's working great? What do they love? So you're saying, oh, we can't do that anymore. What do you mean? Like, you can't take user feedback and I have to go back and figure out who first put out that segment, who said first, maybe I should have a capitalized font here. I got, come on. I think that becomes a little bit ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I'm on the side of companies on that because they're more and more being sued for crazy things and they want to protect themselves at some level. And I get that because, some of this stuff is ridiculous. Talk to customers, customer give you feedback. You're going to go use that feedback. You want to make sure the customer doesn't sue you because they gave you that feedback. You were in the meeting, you were all there, you went and use that feedback. Wait a minute. I didn't say you could do something with what I told you. So that just sounds crazy. But the stuff like everything you do, like you just do a quick video edit, quick add captions, quick whatever. I don't use CapCut anymore for a while, but I've got other tools that just work so much better.
Yeah. But the last part that this, I guess it just because of this might not be as crazy, but because it's part of all this, this is just adding to the fire. But CapCut can change its pricing, features, or service plans at any time. And if you continue to use the platform after a change, you are considered to have accepted the new terms, even if they significantly worsen your deal, which means unlimited plans can become limited and paid features can be removed or altered at their discretion. Does that seem crazy just because it's all part of this? I don't know.
It's all crazy. Like even, their refund policy, right?
Yeah.
The refund policy expires after very minimum use. Like if you do a 14-day trial of the premium, for example, that can be one premium. Using one premium feature may eliminate any refund eligibility. So you say, I'm going to try this premium CapCut, and I'm going to, I don't know, because I've got this, I'm going to add premium captions to one video. Oh, that's kind of cool, but it's not really what I want. No, thank you. No, sorry, you used the captions once where you have to pay or you can't get your money back. Like what? So stuff like that, it is extreme. Yeah. We don't know what's going on the other side from how many people are asking for refunds for no reason, or going in there using all sorts of features, or like putting in, I don't know, an hour-long file using the captions. And then when they use up all their credits, sign up another account and start again. If this is happening all the time, they have to take some sort of steps to prevent that. But this isn't the answer.
No, this is just another crazy one. So I'm curious as to what other alternatives there are out there. I didn't look into that, but I'm sure people are going to start looking. I'm hoping that they lose money over this. I'm hoping that people cancel, but it is a good platform as far as the features. So yeah, I do hope people. I hope they lose a crap load of money from this, but they probably
started. Yeah, they started really cutting down on some of the stuff you could use for free. Like stuff I was able to use, they just started taking away. I'm like, so that's why I moved away. But it's owned by ByteDance, right? So
okay.
Understanding ByteDance data policy is crucial because CapCut operates under oversight of the Chinese technology giant. The parent company's approach to data handling directly influences how CapCut can manage user information. So this takes another twist when you say, okay, it's not just, American companies saying we have rights to do with whatever you want. Now it's owned by the Chinese government, basically, and the ByteDance or the Chinese company say, well, we're going to do whatever we want, and there's nothing you can do about it. And we start to get a little bit more concerned around that. So take a look at the agreement yourself. Where this is really concerning, the unilateral term changes, CapCut may alter their service plans, pricing, and features without consent at any time, means just you using the platform for a minute after they're making these changes without even you knowing, it means you agree and off you go. So like, it's crazy. We have to kind of take a step back and say, there's a middle ground here that allows the users to have more control over their privacy and assets and what's being done, and also gives the companies a lot more protection from fraud potentially or abuse, which might be part of what's happening here.
Yeah, I'm just glad they didn't add a clause that if someone dies while using their software that you can't sue.
Yeah. I mean, I understand people put them say, hey, whatever you put up here, we're going to run our AI against. So, I'll throw that in my clause just to say, because we're training all our stuff and everything up here. We're not going to say we own it. We're not going to say but for training purposes, we're going to use it. And like people will argue with that, but at least it's, honest and realistic versus this stuff say, no, we own it. We can do it. We're going to take it, copy it, sell it, do whatever we want.
Yeah.
So let us know what you think. Is this kind of thing out from CapCut going to change your view of the company, get you to stop using it, get you to use other things? I mentioned I use other things, but I actually use command line tools now, like ffmpeg, to do most of the stuff I'm doing, to add captions, videos, other things, bumpers, audio, that kind of stuff now. And it works amazing. You should try it. But what will you change to? Is Adobe Premiere in your feature, but their stuff is just as bad? What other tools are out there? Let us know what your thoughts are and what you think about this CapCut terms of service.
Tired of drowning in repetitive tasks while your competitors race ahead? Every minute you spend on manual data entry, scheduling, and routine processes is a minute you're not growing your business. Flowgrammer.ca transforms your workflow chaos into seamless automation. We build AI-powered systems that handle your busy work so you can focus on what actually makes you money. Our clients typically save 15 plus hours per week and see their productivity double within 60 days. Visit flowgrammer.ca for a free automation audit. That's flowgrammer.ca. Stop working in your business and start working on it.
What do you got going on, John?
Yeah. I don't know when this is coming out, but
probably last week in July.
Okay. So enjoying the summer, getting ready for Elevate in September. I don't know if do we have a startup drinks in August?
We won't. We'll have a Flowgrammer event probably, but we won't.
So going to the Flowgrammer event, yeah. Yeah, but just working with clients on government funding. So if you have any questions, reach out to me on LinkedIn. But if you have general business questions, your startup, what do they do, Craig?
Head over to startupcoach.ca or torontostarts.com. Everything's over at torontostarts.com. One of the largest startup communities in Canada. We do workshops, events. There's all sorts of resources and training, multiple podcasts, lots of stuff over there. You can schedule a call with me. You can get links to our Flowgrammer stuff where we do business automation and really help companies take things to the next level without increasing their staff and scale faster. So you can take a look at all of that. And we'd love to hear from you. So leave a comment below and let us know what you're up to. Thanks, everyone, for listening.
Thanks, everyone.